All right, shalom, brothers and sisters. Your brother Kazak Yah. Blessed Shabbat for those of you that are keeping the Shabbat. And I just had a thought, just riding in the car, me and my Isha, beautiful Shabbat day on our way to fellowship with some Israelites in Delaware. And I wanted to talk about something, a comment somebody mentioned about on one of my YouTube videos, where they said that there's two different points of views about whether or not we have to obey the law or whether we don't have to obey the law, okay? And I want to correct them, and for those of you that may be believing that or may have that viewpoint, there is only one viewpoint, and that's Yah's viewpoint. Man's viewpoint doesn't count as a viewpoint, because whatever the Most High says is what it is. It's not Yah, it's not Kazak Yah's viewpoint. It ain't the Hebrew Israelites' viewpoint. It ain't any other More's viewpoint. It is Yah's way. You know, Yah's viewpoint is Yah's way. Originally, when the first man and woman was first formed and created, the Most High gave a law, right? And that law to them was, he said, of all the trees in the Garden of Eden, you may freely eat of, but the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you shall not eat of that tree, right? So he told man to not eat of that tree, right? So now, here's the thing. The serpent beguiled the woman and told her, you don't have to obey Yah's law. You're under grace. That was the first doctrine of the seed of the serpent, I should say, which was to disobey the Most High. If you disobey, he told, what did he tell the woman? He said, if you disobey, he said, oh, you shall not surely die, right? But the day you eat this fruit, you will become wise, right? Like gods, knowing, right? Good and evil, right? And so when she took that fruit and ate that fruit, she bit into that doctrine of the seed, or I should say, she bit into that doctrine of the serpent, right? Then, as the Most High passed down a judgment on Adam and his wife, Kawah, and the serpent, right? What did the Most High say in that dissertation? He said, I will put enmity, right, between the seed of the woman and the seed of the serpent, right? So what is the enmity, right? The enmity is those of us who choose to obey what the Most High says from the beginning all the way up until this very day. And those that say, oh, we don't have to obey that. You know, that's cruel. You know, why can't we do this? And what's wrong with that? And why can't we? You know, that's the seed of the serpent. And that's the battle that we deal with on a daily basis, is following the seed of the serpent, saying, oh, well, you know, God understands, you know, his mercy is renewed every day, right? We're under grace. That is the doctrine of the serpent. So the seed of the serpent are the ones that promulgate the doctrine of the serpent. And the seed of the woman are the ones that obey, right, the laws that the Most High gave to the first woman and first man to live, right? That's what the Most High's law is all about, is obeying the law that we might live, right? Every time the Most High gave instructions about his law, he always prefaced it by saying, if you do this, you shall live, right? So when we disobey the Most High, and we do what? We die. That's the reason why The Most High gave us what we call the Dietary Law, where he tells us what to eat and what not to eat. When we eat the things that he told us not to eat, we accelerate the process of death, right? But when we eat the things that he tells us to eat, right, we prolong, or we prohibit the death speed process, right? Therefore, we have long life when we obey the Most High in doing all that he said to do. Now, as I prepare to close this out here, just wanted to share this part here. The masses of people think, people have this thing in humanity that where there are numbers of people, the masses got to be right because everybody's doing it, right? The Messiah said something that was very powerful. He said, straight is the gate and narrow is the way, and few find it, not the masses, right? Now, the Most High said in the book of Revelation, right? The serpent, he said that Satan deceived the whole world, right? He didn't deceive just a few people, right? He deceived the whole world. How did Satan deceive the whole world? With the doctrine of the serpent. And the doctrine of the serpent is carried through the people of the serpent, which is the Christian church. You don't believe me? Go all the way back to Rome and see how, if you follow the history of the Christian church, you will see how that they little by little chiseled off the Most High's law and embraced the paganisms of the people, the masses, which are the seed of the serpent. I know you may say, brother, that's kind of hard. You attack Christianity, right? I attack all of the religions, Islam, Buddhism, all of the Shinduisms and the Jehovah's Witnesses, which is a part of Christianity, Church of Science, who I leave out, Islam, Nation of Islam. All of it is the seed of the serpent, because the Most High, anybody that don't obey the Most High's law is following the doctrine of the seed of the serpent. It's just that plain and simple. I don't care how articulate your leader may appear to be, or how on point they seem to be, or how much of an orator they are, and how they can gather people together. If they are teaching against the doctrine, the law of the Most High, they are teaching the doctrine of the serpent. They are the followers of the seed of the serpent. If you don't believe me, you continue along that way. And in the end, when the judgment day comes, the Most High is going to say, remember that guy that you watched with those dark shade glasses on riding in the car? I told you that was a doctrine of the serpent. He was right. But if you follow the Most High, I don't care if you follow me. Don't follow me. Follow the Most High. If I walk away from the Most High and start teaching people, oh, you don't have to obey the Most High, don't follow. Don't even listen to me. Turn me off. Cut me off. But as long as a person is telling you to obey the Most High, follow the Most High's law, that person should get your ear. But when they start telling you, oh, old covenant was cruel, and you don't have to obey the old covenant, and then they try to go off and rationalize like Satan did to serpent. Well, do you offer sacrifices? That's the first thing they want to flip the script and try to ask you, try to show you how you're falling short. What did one of the apostles said that Satan, I think it's Revelation 1, it says Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Satan wants to accuse you. See, you don't keep all the law. See, that's their justification to say you don't have to keep the law, because they want to say, well, did you offer sacrifice today? That is the seed. That is the mindset, right? And that is the seed of the serpent. that tries to get you to disobey the Most High because of their own rationale. That's what Satan did. That's the trick he did with the first woman. He caused her to rationalize in her mind. Did y'all really say that you can't eat of this tree? Look at it. I mean, what could be wrong with it, you know? And that's how the doctrine of the serpent is. You're going to continue to perpetuate the lies and have the people following after deception and falsehood. And that's what people like Omar Tybo is doing. And I know y'all offended. Brother, why you keep putting his mouth on your lips? Until he takes off that label Hebrew, I'm going to keep talking about him. Because in the Hebrew Israelite 101, the first rule when you come to know you're an Israelite is obeying the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. Anybody that holds and embraces the term, even Gentiles that embrace the term, the Hebrew roots movement, they're teaching obeying the Most High's law. Anybody that embraces that name Hebrew is talking about the law. So how are you saying that you're a Hebrew Israelite and you telling people to break the law? That is straight wicked. That is rebellion, right? Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, right? And that's exactly what it is. It's rebellion. And anybody, I'm telling you, I'm gonna send a warning out. I'm not prophesying doom, but I'm speaking what the Most High has already said. Anybody that's teaching anybody to break the least of the commandments are going to be the least in the kingdom, right? And that's the straight truth, straight way from your brother Kazakia. Until the next time, may the blessing of the Most High be with you and your family. Shalom, shalom, shalom.